Alright, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use the basic HTML characters and stuff for my server or for a server of your own or for a website of your own. If you're making a website like mine, this one right here, you're going to want to use HTML coding because it might seem like you can just type the stuff normally, but if you learn how to do this simple and then get to the more complicated stuff, you can get to embedding images, you can get to other things like that you can only do with HTML coding. And eventually, it's just going to be way more worth it to know how to use this. So to start off, this is the only thing I'm going to copy from a website, and this is the website I learned how to do this on. You're going to copy this because you'll want this to be your font, and then you're also going to want to open TextEdit. This is the main app you're going to want to use on a MacBook for this type of thing. But if you're on phone, you can use the, let me see, what is it called again? You can use the Pages app if you have an Apple phone. And besides that, I don't really know, to be honest. So you'll want to open yourself up a new document, untitled. And now you've got room to code. You copy this in for the font, for the highlight, for everything, and also just so you know how to do that. And then for your second thing, you'll go HTML. And if you want to get a little fancy with it, you can do what I do, just always to confirm the language to the website you're making, and then body. And then there's a couple of things you can do with your code. To start off, you can make a header, H1. This is a header. And when you end a code with a header or something like this, you need to do a dash, and then exactly what you did before. You can also do H2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Those are all different sizes of headers, getting smaller the bigger the number you have is. And then after you add a header, you can make a paragraph, so you just do dash P dash. And then you go paragraph. This is where you type the stuff in your paragraph. And then you remember your dash for the last line and borders. That's how you make a header and a paragraph. And then if I'm correct, let me see. Alright. I just had to remember, I'm going to need to use the website a bit because, remember, I am still kind of a noob to this too. I literally learned this last night. You can use ahref equals and then quotations. You put your link. And then at the end, you're just going to put dash border dash a border. That's how you do a link. And then an image is the most complicated one, in my opinion. So you do image src equals image.image, which you'll put your image here, by the way. I feel like that's a bit obvious. And then you're going to do an alt image, which, if I remember correctly, I had to look at it. I don't use the image feature much, that's why I'm really going to have to look for this one. You can put in an alternate image. And then, to end it off, you put in the width and height of your image. And then you can just put in another border. And this is your basic code. So if you're writing a paragraph and everything, you have a link at the end and then an image at the very end. You can put that in. And then you're going to do dash HTML. You don't need to put in the language you're using. And then dash body. This is your code. You can name your document up here. And then you copy and paste the code. And to put it into Google Sites, you come into here. Let's say you make a new page. You make a new page on your website. You go to Insert, Embed, Embed Code, and then you do HTML, space it out, paste in your code, give it a little bit more space, and this is what it'll look like at the end. Not exactly like this, because you're actually going to be typing stuff. But that's a header, paragraph. This is a link right here, and then you've got your image with the width and height, which I do think I did actually do something wrong there. Let me check the website real quick. Oh no, that's styles. I need to go back to basic. There's not supposed to be another space here. That's it. Yeah, there you go. Literally, that is it. That is what it'll all look like. And yeah. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. And if you're gonna use this, tell me how you're gonna use it in the comments, because I am genuinely interested. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, I started recording again for another thing. This is how bigger and more complicated codes are gonna look. I think this is my most complicated one. This is how bigger and more complicated codes are gonna look. If you add in things like font size, styles, colors. This is what it's gonna look, and then it can end up more like this. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, I'll see you in the next one later.